Hey besties, welcome to another episode of Girl Talk. I still sound congested. I feel a little bit better. This week's episode's topic thing is outgrowing friendships slash people and knowing when to let go. I feel like nobody really prepares you for this. Like, yeah, you're gonna have some friendships or relationships that fall out because of drama or because of whatever, such and such happened. But sometimes friendships and relationships, just connections with people, fall out because of life. Like, nothing specifically happens, but you kind of grow up, you get busier. It's kind of hard to know when to let go. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Here are some ways that you can kind of like tell connections kind of dwindling out. Like, it's okay, it happens. But one sign would be like a shift in energy. If you kind of notice like, they're not really putting as much effort into their conversations with me as they used to, or conversations feel forced, or they're not being a good friend, they're not supporting you, it's just not giving what it used to, that's a huge sign. Friendships can be like seasons and change like that, and that's okay. Another sign would be like repeated one-sided effort. I'm putting in all the effort that I can, but I'm not really getting anything in return. If you're supporting them through their hard times, but they quite literally never ask you what's going on in your life, it should feel reciprocal, not like a chore or like a job that you're checking up on somebody. Another sign is they don't align with who you want to become. You can have totally different dreams and ambitions than your friends, and honestly you should. And as we grow up, our values, our dreams, our goals, they change. And sometimes we realize that we're keeping certain people in our life because we feel like we have an obligation to. No matter the history or how long you've known somebody, someone makes you feel drained or less than or holds you back, doesn't respect you or your growth, it's time to step back. Saying all of this, letting go doesn't necessarily mean like, oh my gosh, I hate you. That's not what that means. It doesn't have to be like a dramatic fallout and like this big thing. Sometimes it's just kind of like you're on different paths of life, you know? And you're allowing space for both of you to grow. And you can always cheer them on from the sidelines. Wouldn't want my friends to do this, but I would prefer if they were to like break up with me and be my friend like that. I would prefer they did it in that mature way instead of like a big fallout, but maybe that's just me. So this is your sign to stop feeling guilty for outgrowing people. It's a part of growing up, it's a part of life, and it makes room for the right people to enter. That is it for this week's episode of Girl Talk. I will see you on next week's episode.